Good morning. It's a beautiful day today. Temperatures come down enough that I can actually paint this entry door over here at this project. As you see, I've already taken all the hardware off and I'm prepping this door. One thing you really want to make sure to do is clean it thoroughly. Getting ready to scrape all the crap off it, scrape all the loose paint flakes off of it, and then I'll scrub it, sand it, and scrub it thoroughly. That way, when I go to the next step, it accepts paint properly. Follow along. One thing I've done here is I've removed the weather stripping. You always want to just remove it. It's really simple to remove. If you get something sharp, you can pry it out pretty easy. I've sanded it. Now I'm gonna thoroughly clean it with some denatured alcohol. A lot of painters don't tape things on. They just clean up any overpaint or overspray with a scraper. It just has made my life easier to tape it off. It takes 2 minutes. I'm applying a primer coat right now. A big mistake homeowners make when they paint their front door is they just slop paint on top of paint or on top of varnish and then wonder why the paint starts peeling in a couple years. 1, paint does not stick to polyurethane varnish. No matter how many coats you put on it, it'll eventually peel. 2, door exteriors take a lot of abuse from heat, wind, rain, snow, etc. I combat all this by using a good primer coat as a base for my paint. Primer is designed to stick to surfaces, and paint is designed to stick to primer. Here, I'm using Zinsser 123 water-based primer. It is a quality primer that your paint will adhere to easily. Here's a tip for you. If you want to hold the door in place without actually closing it all the way because the wet paint's sticking to the other surfaces, use a couple shims. It's not going anywhere. When applying your top coats, it is extremely important to use a paint designed for doors and trim. I'm using Coronado door, trim, and cabinet enamel. It is a great quality paint that has excellent adhesion and lays down flat. I will end up applying 2 coats to each side, but your coverage might vary based on your skill level and the quality of paint you use. I also make sure to have my brush strokes follow the natural grain pattern that is embossed on the door. It gives the door a much cleaner look. Now that I've applied 1 coat of paint to the exterior and the interior, I'm going to go ahead and hit it lightly with some 220 grit sandpaper to knock off any hard edges or imperfections, and then I'll put another coat of paint on.